You're digging through your change jar or sorting through old dollar coins, and suddenly, you come across a 1999p Susan B. Anthony dollar. At first glance, it looks like just another coin worth a single dollar, but wait. Hidden among these coins are rare error varieties that could transform that small piece of metal into a treasure worth. What many people dismiss as a common dollar coin could actually be one of the rarest collectible treasures in U.S. coin history. So, before you think that this coin isn't worth keeping, stick with me until the end of this video. Because today, we're diving deep into the history, errors, varieties, and the jaw-dropping values of the 1999p error Susan B. Anthony dollar. You'll never look at pocket change the same way again. Scroll the history of the Susan B. Anthony dollar. To truly appreciate the 1999p Susan B. Anthony dollar, we need to step back and understand the coin's background. The Susan B. Anthony, SBA, dollar was first introduced in 1979 as a replacement for the larger Eisenhower dollar. It was designed to honor Susan B. Anthony, a famous women's rights activist and a pioneer in the fight for women's suffrage in the United States. The obverse, front, features her portrait, while the reverse, back, shows the iconic Apollo 11 mission insignia, the same design that first appeared on the Eisenhower dollar. The coin, however, wasn't very popular in circulation because it was often confused with the quarter due to its similar size and color. You come across a 1981 production stopped, and the coin became almost forgotten until 1999. Counterclockwise arrows button. Why was the 1999 Susan B. Anthony dollar minted? That small piece of metal. In 1999, the U.S. Mint was preparing to release the new Sacagawea golden dollar in 2000. However, there was still a strong demand for dollar coins in circulation and vending machines. Isn't worth keeping. To meet this demand, the Mint decided to produce one final run of Susan B. Anthony dollars in 1999. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions of coins marked with the P Mint mark. These were the last SBAs ever made, giving the 1999 issues a special place in numismatic history. Susan B. Anthony dollar. But as with many coins, errors and varieties crept into production, making some of these 1999 SBA dollars incredibly valuable today. The Susan B. Anthony high-voltage rare error varieties of the 1999 p Susan B. Anthony dollar. Now let's get to the exciting part, the errors and varieties that make this coin so valuable. A famous women's off-center strikes. Some 1999 p SBA dollars were struck off-center, meaning the design is shifted to one side, while the reverse, back, depending on how far off-center the strike is. These coins can fetch $100 to $1,000 plus. Double die obverse, DDO. A doubling of design details on Susan B. Anthony's portrait, lettering, or date. Collectors love strong, clear doubling, which can push prices into the hundreds or even thousands. Double die reverse, DDR. Doubling visible on the eagle, the stars, or the inscriptions. Rare DDR examples can command $500 to several $1,000s at auction. Planchet errors. Sometimes SBA dollars were struck on the wrong type of blank, planchet. For example, a 1999 p SBA struck on a Sacagawea golden dollar planchet would be a one-of-a-kind rarity, potentially worth tens of thousands of dollars. Broad strikes and misaligned dies. Coins that were struck outside the collar or with misaligned dies have unusual shapes and designs. These oddities can sell for $50 to $500 plus, depending on the severity. Money bag values of the 1999 p Susan B. Anthony error dollar. So, how much are these coins actually worth? Let's break it down. Regular 1999 p SBA dollar, no error, circulated $1 to $5. Regular 1999 p SBA dollar, uncirculated, MS65 plus $15 to $50. Proof coins, special collector strikes $40 to $150 depending on condition. Minor errors, misaligned dies, slight off-center $50 to $200. Strong double die errors, $500 to $2,500 plus. Major planchet errors, wrong planchet strikes $5,000 to $50,000 plus. Unique error varieties, like a full-off metal strike potentially hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars, depending on rarity and demand. Yes, you heard that right, one coin mistakenly struck in the wrong way can be a life-changing discovery. Chart increasing auction records and market demand. Over the years, collectors have paid jaw-dropping amounts for rare SBA-era coins. For example, a 1999 SBA struck on a Sacagawea planchet has been valued in the five-figure range. High-grade MS-68 and MS-69 examples with strong doubling have crossed $10,000 plus at auctions. This proves that while the average coin may seem ordinary, the rare-era varieties can attract bidding wars that drive the value sky-high. Magnifying glass tilted right. How to identify a rare 1999 era SBA dollar. If you have one of these coins, here's what you need to do. Check the date and mint mark, look for 1999 Examine for doubling, use a magnifying glass to check the inscriptions and Anthony's portrait. Look for striking errors. Is the design off-center? Does the coin look misaligned or unusual? Weigh the coin. If the weight doesn't match the standard 8.1 grams, it may have been struck on the wrong planchet. Get it certified. If you suspect you have a rare error, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. Trophy. Why collectors love the 1999 Susan B. Anthony dollar. Collectors consider this coin special for three reasons. It's the final year of the SBA series, a true end-of-an-era coin. Low mintage compared to other years, making it scarcer than earlier SBAs. Era varieties are highly desirable. Some of the most dramatic era coins come from this year. This combination makes the 1999 SBA not just another dollar coin, but a potential jackpot hiding in plain sight. The 1999 Susan B. Anthony dollar may not look flashy at first glance, but it carries a story of American history, the end of a coin series, and the excitement of rare errors that can turn a dollar into a fortune. To make your video/article about the most rare 1999 era Susan B. Anthony dollars really special and keep viewers hooked until the end, you'll want to add some professional touches that combine storytelling, visuals, and value-building techniques. Here are some tips to elevate it. Start with an explosive hook. Begin with a question or shocking statement. Did you know a small mistake on a 1999 Susan B. Anthony dollar could make it worth not just hundreds, but even thousands, or in rare cases, millions? Promise viewers they'll learn about the rare era varieties, their history, and the biggest sales ever recorded. Build suspense with storytelling. Briefly talk about how the Susan B. Anthony dollar returned in 1999, after a long pause, and why collectors were surprised. Explain that some of these coins came out with minting mistakes, making them highly sought after today. Drop teasers, but one era variety shocked the world with its price tag. Wait until you hear how much it sold for. Mention different auction results, hundreds, thousands, even tens of thousands. Always highlight the highest record prices to keep excitement. Compare. Imagine finding a $1 coin in your change that could pay for a brand new car, or even a house. Talk about double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, planchet errors, and proof issues. Use close-up visuals of each type, or stock footage/pictures if you don't have real coins. Explain why some are common but others are extremely rare. How to spot real errors versus damage. Best places to look: old coin rolls, banks, inherited coin jars. Why grading, PCGS/NGC, can multiply the coin's value. Mention eBay, heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, great collections, and coin shows. Explain that the most expensive coins usually sell through major auction houses. Background dramatic music when revealing high prices. Zoom in animations on coins with red arrows circling the errors. On-screen text like, value, $25,000 plus. Use suspenseful cuts before revealing the highest value. So the next time you see a 1999 Susan B. Anthony dollar, don't just spend it, check it carefully. That little $1 coin could be hiding a fortune. Have you ever found a rare coin? Share your story in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Coin Circule for more treasure hunting guides. Hidden among these coins are rare era varieties that could transform that small piece of metal into a treasure worth. What many people dismiss as a common dollar coin could actually be one of the rarest collectible treasures in U.S. coin history. So, before you think that this coin isn't worth keeping, stick with me until the end of this video. Because today, we're diving deep into the history, errors, varieties, and the jaw-dropping values of the 1999 P-era Susan B. Anthony dollar. You'll never look at pocket change the same way again. Scroll the history of the Susan B. Anthony dollar. To truly appreciate the 1999 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar, we need to step back and understand the coin's background. The Susan B. Anthony, SBA. Dollar was first introduced in 1979 as a replacement for the larger Eisenhower dollar. It was designed to honor Susan B. Anthony, a famous women's rights activist and a pioneer in the fight for women's suffrage in the United States. The obverse, front, features her portrait, while the reverse, back, shows the iconic Apollo 11 mission insignia, the same design that first appeared on the Eisenhower dollar. The coin, however, wasn't very popular in circulation because it was often confused with the quarter due to its similar size and color. By 1981, production stopped, and the coin became almost forgotten, until 1999.